This is my second public goodbye letter. Knowing that I will be sharing this still makes it weird for me, but I will keep going. This year was the biggest change in my life ever. We got to move to Canada. It happened in less than 3 weeks because of the documents, and we didn't know if we could make it in time for my classes. And thankfully, we did. I am beyond grateful. Though it didn't come without any difficulties, there were so many things that we were not ready for. We were very unprepared, but we are doing what we can, still trying to make the best out of the situation. After 18 hours of flight, we got to our home. We got to take our cats, thank God. We went and bought a bunch of furniture from IKEA, the place where the people here think it's low end or whatever. But if only they knew how it is back in my country. But that's behind me now. I was 10 days late to my classes. I'm studying graphic design, getting the actual diploma for it. What a dream. The other day, I was thinking back to my first days in school. And I have the worst anxiety when it comes to social situations. So bad that I had to put my introversion aside and go make friends. I got myself adopted by 4 other women, and I was fine at school after that. Since I already knew most of the material, the only problem I had was to get used to the different school system. But I got a hold of that too, thanks to my friends, and I slayed the first semester, if I say so myself. I do share a lot on Instagram from my everyday life, and thank God that I do, because if not for that, I would have forgotten how my days went by, because most of them were very stressful, but also at the same time they were somewhat alike because of the assignments and all that, and all the days blurred into together, especially in summer, but I'll get to that later. When I was looking at my previous pictures and videos on Instagram, I realized that in March I did a lot of exploring. We want to explore every single interesting part of it. There were trails and hiking places that we could go, and obviously we took full advantage of that. All my other hiking blogs have negative aura about it. Maybe I will talk about it in detail when I have the chance. We did do a lot of exploring, and we took all the nature in, and we did appreciate every single opportunity we got. And also, there was this golf place that you could go walk around, and I thought this was a perfect place for our cats to walk around. We want them to be okay to be outside, so we would take them at least every week to get used to being outside. Well, Nala is fine outside, but Luna is very scared, so we would like to get her to be okay with being outside. Also, I learned that these bags are not actually good for them, so we're not going to use them anymore. But yeah, these were the bags that we had at the time. This was another thing that became a routine in our lives, which should be a basic fucking human need, but we couldn't do that back home. We started going for walks every single day, and one of the things that is funny to me is that local people say some of the streets are not fun to walk through. If only they knew. Once again, I love walking in these streets. I love walking in the sun and in the rain. Doesn't matter for me. I love working on my assignments. It doesn't matter how stressful they are. I love doing all of this as long as I'm not failing, which I'm not even close to failing any of my classes, thank God. I got to do a summer semester as well. This is a fast track program or whatever, so we're doing back to back to back, at least for the first year. Anyways, I love all of that. In summer, I also got 2 jobs during this time, and one being my dream job. I started working at my school as a graphic designer. What a dream. Honestly, I can't even tell you what happened in the summer aside from me working and doing my schoolwork. Summer went by so fast, but then also fall also went so fast, but at the same time, extremely slow. I had the worst mental state during these months. From September to November, I was in the worst state, but with help of my friends and some therapy sessions and some assurance from my family, I got back on track, question mark. yeah, it's still a work in progress. I'm still working on it. I'm still working on myself. My days are still all blurred into each other. From January to May is one lump, June to August is another lump, and September to December is another one. I only have these three big lumps of different time space. I don't know what to call this. This is how I see the past year. And because I was going through some serious shit during the last part of my year, I don't even have enough footage to put on here, but I guess that's how it goes. I guess I could take this time to express my gratitude for everything that happened, no matter how good or bad. I'm still grateful for every single life lesson. I'm grateful for the opportunities. I'm grateful for my family and my friends. I get to read my favorite books from the actual library. I get to walk in these streets that exactly like the movie scenes. It's magical. I can't even put my thoughts into words. We got to take our cats to long walks. We got to walk ourselves. When I think about the state we were in previously, and it just doesn't compare, and I can't even I can't even express how different it is. I'm recording this voiceover after the New Year's, and I have so many resolutions for the next year. I feel like we are starting from zero. Like, this was our level zero, this was our tutorial, and now in the next year, we're actually going to start doing what we are here to do: create art and appreciate life, enjoy art, creation of it, and everything that comes with it. When I tell people that I moved here almost a year ago, they ask me how I feel in this new environment. My answer always is that I feel home. I feel like this is a huge step in the right direction. As cheesy as it may sound, I have never felt home back home. I never felt that I belonged there. Not that I feel like I fit right in, but it's again a work in progress, and the most important thing is that I feel more sense of a belonging here as opposed to back home. And I'm not trying to shit on the other people that I was working with previously or I was surrounded by back home. I'm not saying they're wrong to not have my views. All I'm saying is that I feel more seen here. I feel like we, as an artist, are more appreciated here. And that is the reason, actually, we started this whole process of coming here. And now that we're here, I am grateful for it. And I can't be happier about this. I guess that's all I had to say for this video and for this goodbye letter. I am hopeful. I know that the universe is working on the background and it is going to be okay and everything will work out. Next year, we will have the best one.